and Turkey and other countries, you will see those number of people in industries working day in, day out. And unfortunately, that even the loans that we are still collecting is to service the previous loans. Know what are the capital projects in these loans that we are now talking about? How were those loans being broken down to Nigerians to know that, look, this loan is not about the federation that have to just do with the unit of the president and his government. No, this loan have to do with Nigerians. Nigerians need to be communicated, and that's why I said earlier, it's not an issue of a political decision taken by the National Assembly or by the State House of Assembly. No, Nigerians need to be involved in every critical decision that have to do with their livelihood. In a day, I'll give an example with the United States. In a day, you will see that the press secretary to the president can come out to address the press maybe 3 times a day on every single meeting or every single decision that has been taken. But here you will find out, unless, I don't know, well, even now, getting the spokesperson is a confused issue with the 3 people we don't know who will now, we're going to hold accountable to tell us who is saying what about the president. So if we continue as confused on issues that have to do with the state of the country, that is how the issues will go in and out. The issues of the loan, I'm not in support because I know that I am indebted as a Nigerian, not just a country. I saw some analysis going on online that with this new loan, every Nigerian should know that he is now owing about 600 and something thousand naira also. Okay. But how can I translate that 600 and something thousand in my credit card, that with that 600 and something thousand, I can access healthcare, I can access good education, I can access good road, I can access security, I can access electricity, I can access food in the market, and I can know that I will get it at an affordable rate. And I can, so if I'm indebted, I should be able to know what I'm servicing. So that is what we are asking from government. Come out clear and clean to tell Nigerians these are the reasons, not just the explanation to the National Assembly. Today we are in
Nigeria. By the time Thiefnubu is done with Una, nobody will need to convince you to hit the streets. Because in faraway Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil, Colu is having his ego massaged by the evil IMF, evil genius IMF, who said, "Oh, your policy is very great, oh. Honestly, you are doing well." I mean, listen, they had a meeting with him yesterday, or maybe, I don't know if it's yesterday because they only released it to us yesterday. A lot of people have left Rio 2 days ago. They finished, everyone has left. Maybe let's say Thiefnubu is still in Rio. I don't know. Maybe he's not. We don't know. He hasn't returned to Nigeria, and he's not in his hospital room in Paris. They are talking about how much more loans they need to take from the IMF and how much more shege is in stock for you.
One area for technical support that they're offering is in the area of our fiscal, monetary, and structural reforms. The third area is in the area where they can help us to create more fiscal space and then helping us to then attract more concessionary funding from different development partners. Because when you have higher fiscal space, then you can actually do more. And the fourth area is in helping us with our borrowing policies so that we can borrow at a cheaper cost and that the benefits of the borrowing can be felt in the economy by everybody.
President Tinubu appreciated the Global Financial Agency for its support in the implementation of the reforms and called for more institutional backing for stability and sustainable growth. He promised that his administration will continue to prioritize the welfare of the poor and most vulnerable, even as the administration's reform begin to bear fruits. The Nigerian leader noted that substantial resources must be invested to stimulate the much-needed infrastructural developments in the country. And the president updated the IMF boast that Nigeria's ongoing tax reforms will further stimulate the economy.
We've instituted the reforms on our own. We didn't even do the reform based on IMF advice. We started the reform and we felt this was the best way to go for our economy to survive, for us to benefit maximally from government policies and incentives. We had to remove those subsidies. Now we've done it on our own. And the IMF is saying, now you've done the reform, so if we're going to support you, we're not asking you to do any more reform because you've already done the reform. So we're now here to support you because you've done the reform on your own. How much more can we now give you to stabilize your economy and for the people, the citizens, to feel the impact of these transformational policies and reforms that we've instituted?
President Thiefnubu.
The year, responsible people went to Rio to attract investors. Kolu Thiefnubu went to Rio to beg for loans. And IMF is like, how much do you need now? You've already started reform. We can see that you are ready to tax them to death next year. That sounds very great. How much do you need again? Anything you can. And from Kolu's side, I know there is hunger, but there is hope. Hope.
What we are trying to do is transform a situation of tragedy, hopelessness, into economic opportunity. See through problems and see the opportunity that is involved in it. We've heard so much about you in terms of the reputation, and we believe in the partnership. Yeah, we have taken four steps, and for me, daring food security is extremely important. As we talk right now, there is hunger. However, there is huge hope, and you are one of those hopes that we are looking at. Nigeria is a population of over 250 million and growing by 2.5%. So within the next few years, we'll be the fourth largest population economy in Africa and in the world, I would say. There's opportunity in what we are doing. And the legacy that you are about to flow with is what we want to do to change the narrative in Nigeria. I have one of the key governors, because by our constitution, the land, the grazing area, the ranches will be situated in area of their state. I think we've hit the nail on the head. We want you, we promise you. Nigeria is ready to do business with you.
Thank you.
That's it. You cannot find a better friend, a more reliable friend than opportunity, and a good return on investment, better than what we are doing right now. And we are solving a problem that afflicted humanity in that part of Africa. Clash between farmers and migrating cow soldiers and all of that has caused some life and bloodshed. So when there is a modern civilized way to solve those problems and even bring a successful economy out of it. So I extend our partnership. Yeah.
ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún sí lálìkìyàmọ ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí.
àsìkò òǹgbẹ lọ́tún lósì ẹ̀mí òsì káàrẹ Jagaban Karim.
Jagaban Karim. Again, I'm sorry that I didn't warn you ahead. Okay, usually I would warn you ahead and say, Thiefnubu said, well, I beg you, don't go and listen to it like you want to listen to somebody who is normal, ain't no normal. But at least you can handle it, yeah? I mean, you handled it well. Before, some of you will be like, you know what? I'm just going to go and make tea. I'll come back when you take this mofo out of the screen. I didn't see that comment, so which means you handled it well. Did you make any sense out of all he said? Because I was jotting it down to just jot down what he is trying to say, even though I lost some cells in my brain trying to figure it out. He's a madman. Apart from the fact that he is a chronic liar, he is an incoherent chronic liar as well. There is hunger. There is also hope. I don't even understand what that means. We have some important governors here where they will have ranches in their states. We are solving problems that afflict humanity in this part of Africa, where between farmers and others are, bloodshed everywhere. I heard that. There is return on investment. Which investment? IMF has no investment. They borrow you money. So what is the return? What is he giving them in return?
If you decide to vote, if Thiefnubu wins, all of you are going to join. That is God has spoken. Just let it go live. Let it go live as spoken. Just the way I've said it. Let me say in English so that they won't understand. Okay, sir.
If Nigerians vote for APC,
Nigeria
will sink. In poverty, and the economy will be in shambles. If the government of APC continues, Nigeria will suffer extraordinary. I'm not in support of anybody. As a matter of fact, I don't vote. And I will never vote. I am telling you that we have never seen Archie before. Then this is when we now experience more Archie. We will be sick, the economy will be sick. I'm not saying anybody should like.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people approving people should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to for circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the lockdown is the best solution to coronavirus, and proving it to an extent and to the levels of alacrity that if someone die in coronavirus, it's more efficient to die in hunger, because some people will be at indoor. There's no a way to make our own life.
Thank you, Jerry, Professor. The leaders of tomorrow, you are the leaders of tomorrow, is one of the lies that they told us. But a lot of us found out late. You see, one of the damages that a bad governance and bad leadership has done to Nigerians is the fact that we are not allowed to have a balanced diet for our brains to develop, like better brains to develop. It starts from the kind of food that we have to eat. In Nigeria, you just have to eat to belly full. You don't have to eat to balance your diet. So those of you who are lucky enough to get a balanced diet from your parents, and your brains developed like the brains of properly raised kids should. You don't know what God did for you. Now, turn to if you still have your parents, turn to them and say, thank you so much, Mama. Call them, text them. Because you see, they may not have all the money in the world, but some of our parents did their best to give us the proper meals that developed our brains, like, because in Nigeria, there are people who just grew up, but their brains didn't develop properly. It is due to the kind of food they were fed. And this is not a funny thing. It is real. It is science. Where if you were eating this kind of food, there is a probability, right, that you will end up as a Ronuku, a Ronu Nazi, a Buhari Dane, a Buhari Didering, a Buhari Dinotu, maybe a Buhari Dijatu, or a Buhari Shuku, Ngozi Hari, Nneka Hari, obedient fool, sophisticated moron, humbled slave, voluntary slave, crumb eater, a crumb chaser, ass licker, or all ricer, Lagos Abobaku, or Oshogbo Alimajiri. There is a chance that if you were fed this kind of food, you will end up as a bad idiot, a bad start, a cyberbarian. This is not a laughing matter. What do you think these ones will be as leaders of tomorrow from Akwa Ibom with this kind of meal?
Come on, this is heartbreaking.
leaders of tomorrow. They have decided to ensure that they will never have access to good nutrients in their meal, so that when they grow up, rather than have the ability to think critically, they will turn to superstitious morons. They always believes that Sky Daddy will one day come down and fix their problems. And if you tell them that there is no daddy in this sky, nobody is there in this sky, it is just cloud and all of that in this sky, they will disagree with you because they do not have enough brain cells. They didn't grow up properly. Here you get. They did not have the brain to process the fact that no Sky Daddy is coming to help them. They will begin to argue with you on social media. There are many like that. And you are right. There are some of these politicians in Nigeria who also didn't grow up with proper nutrients in any way. They did not develop. They developed in body to look like they are growing up. But when you begin to check their brains, do the brain test for some of them, except for the survival brain, the survival mentality they have, which is that they should do everything and anything. They should do anything and everything, okay, to survive. That mentality is the only one that seems to grow well. Everything else, right, is like people living in caves. So selfish, so self-centered. Unfortunately, how could you feed that to children? I'm glad somebody made a video, and it is really, really heartbreaking. Somebody said they are preparing them for their future as prisoners, so that when they end up as prisoners, they will remember their boarding school days when they are being fed that kind of meal. Children, the leaders of tomorrow. Somebody said that's pepper soup. Please don't make me laugh. I don't want to laugh. Okay. They give you that kind of pepper. Pepper soup and never. You just cracked me up there. I really, really didn't want to laugh. Okay. It's unfortunate. Children. When you are born inside Nigeria, life is already leading you by 4-0. So if you are lucky, your parents manage to give you education, you are likely going to score 1 back. That is a 4-1. If your parents also have struggled to get something like, to give you a bit of a leap in life, then you have a 4-2. So, and some people will never equalize. Talk less of them winning. And winning in life has become the grace. They say, the grace of God. If you make them the grace of God. There are those that will never even equalize. No parents, no education, no support, no nothing. And now so they could die. It's unfortunate. I saw something online earlier that happened in La Paz, somewhere in Accra, in Ghana. It looks like watching the what was that called again? Is it called the Bank East? What's that movie? That movie where they were robbing banks and the police are always like coming late. They have all these means of escaping and all that. It happened in Accra, Money East. I watched that. I watched the series. So something that looked like Money East happened in Accra, Ghana today. It's interesting. I thought you should see it. Armed robbers, they were robbing a Bureau de Change in Accra, La Paz area. And somehow the police got wind of it and they came. And it was time to apprehend them. So the armed robbers got trapped inside the Bureau de Change complex. And everybody, a lot of people in the area came out to watch how this was going to end. Unfortunately, the armed robbers actually escaped through the back door. The police covered the front, but they didn't cover the back. And that kind of gave me an idea of the CME twins that Nigeria and Ghana seems to be like. And it also gives us the idea of what the police in Ghana really look like. Let me show you what happened in that La Paz area in Accra, Ghana.
Your power. Police container no near I couldn't pistol no, I couldn't pistol. Obasha inside though. Mama went to an Gobano. When you pistol, where was my pistol?
First row nine. Then there we are. Yo guys, so the issue be say thieves go the forest road and they go still. Fortunately, now police they around. As they enter, no, where the police too lock the door. So now the police they call back up come and they record everything. Wait a minute, mama, live view, Angasa.
Are you sure? Ghana Miss Service.
Sorry. See the forest road that. So as the thief enter, where the police can lock the door. So as they lock them, this be the police there. So then they come more back up come. The way I do, shooting go by any time, Baba. See, this is the us and the whole road. I beg, the way I do, I the whole 16 from us. I the fear for my phone, make I go. I beg.
But obeying how they robbery, yeah. Sometimes they have been armed. So,
hello, my nothing I confirm no more yes, sir. Nothing. Charlie, I come for you for my show. I don't know where, sir. The way you do shooting go bad, so I see tear gas, I see machine gun. So any moment from now, I beg you, if they bust my phone.
I kind of love that Ghana's English. Is that the Ghana's broken English? The only thing I hear there is that, you know, what are be happening here now? I can't even repeat it. I'm sorry. I'm so terrible in mimicking. So there's no point in trying. So the end story was that the armed robbers, they left through the back door. And the police was just there sitting duck. They are waiting to either shoot in or throw in tear gas to force them out, only for them to come out and say, no, they are gone. They are gone now. There's no armed robber there anymore. Oh, no, we should have covered the back. But they didn't. Well, it's quite better though. Even though tactically they failed. But if it was to say in Nigeria, if you shoot everybody inside the shop, I don't know, they can possibly just shoot everybody inside the place so that everyone the people where they say, I know the arm robber, officer, don't shoot, they shoot everybody inside, say fire everybody inside. We'll go identify the armed robbers later. I know. So this afternoon we're talking about the Abobaku is pushing the agenda of the Igbos are not accommodating, the Igbos don't welcome, in quote, strangers. So I bring back to you again this video. It's been on the internet now for quite a few weeks or a few months now. So just a flashback. Those who have lived their lives and run their businesses in the eastern part of Nigeria and their experience too. Maybe you should listen.
Sir?
Good afternoon, my brother.
What's your name, sir?
My name is
Okay, Muliwa. How long have you been in Enugu?
I've been in Enugu more than 10 years.
More than 10 years? Yes. Yoruba, right?
Yoruba.
Okay. In the course of doing business in Enugu here, is there any sort of discrimination from within the Igbo people here?
There's no discrimination. No discrimination, no differences.
Everybody is just going about their business.
Everybody just is about his own business. No discrimination.
You feel loved here. Okay. Okay. Is it Igbo? No, this one is not money. This one is not money. This one is just I want to set some agenda straight. You're a Yoruba man, right? Yeah. You've been in Enugu for a while. How many years?
I think this is my 22 years.
23 years in Enugu. I want to ask you a very simple question.
Okay.
Since you've been in Enugu for the past 22 years, have you ever had any reason to think that this is not your people? Have there been any sort of intimidation? Were you allowed to vote during elections? Vote your choice?
Yes, I've been voting.
Did anybody ask not to vote for a particular candidate?
Well, first of all, not by force.
Not by force.
You know the way they did it.
Yeah, to colonize you.
Like mobilize to confuse you. But if you have conscience.
But not by force.
Not by force.
Nobody asked not to come out to
but
vote.
Where I normally cast my vote, such has never happened there. But we hear a situation of whereby they force people not to vote the candidate of their choice.
In Enugu here?
Yes.
No, my point is, as a Yoruba man,
yes,
you've been in Enugu.
Being that tribe, or is it because of that tribe?
Yes.
Whether no, I've not.
Do you love it here?
As an Igbo adage, they say every man do one hour.
You even speak Igbo.
So I live there. This is where I live. And my daily bread. I think I will say that Enugu is good.
Okay, do you feel? I want to know do you feel at home? Do you feel like this is not my people? Has there been any sort of
I feel at home, but sometimes there are some people who have never gone outside who discriminate. But let me say like 80% I feel at home. And one thing is, anywhere you live or you reside, if you can be able to speak the dialects,
they will
become part and parcel of the people.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay. For me, I can say that I've never feel any major intimidation that because I'm a Yoruba man. Apart from like a joke that you this Yoruba man.
Jokes, right?
So that's just that. But I've never feel any major intimidation or discrimination.
And you've been here for 22 years.
For like 15 years.
Wow, that's massive. You married from here?
No, I'm married from West.
From the West, okay. So what about you? Is your wife from here or from the West?
From West, my wife from West.
You all are feeling at home in Enugu? Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just a bit of, throwback, especially for the Ronukus that always push the agenda of the poorest of them. They always push the agenda of the Igbos are not accommodating or this or that. Majority of them have never left the enclave where the sewage, where they have been dwelling. And they are pretty much the loudest on social media, pushing the agenda of APC, hatred, and all of that. I just thought I should touch that. Right? Anyway, I would have added more. And this one is about the supposed burial of Ifeanyi Uba. And then Peter Obi as a guest there. I don't know why I kind of made it the last part of the broadcast. It's not that important. I just thought that, I should share that with us. If you don't mind, in Nnewi, from Nnewi.
God Almighty, you be pleased to call him home this time, grant eternal rest in his kingdom. Grant his immediate family and all of us the fortitude to bear this very sad replacement of loss. May God bless his family. As you know, he's the man of the people. Like I said, we cannot question him. We can only see this as something that will happen to any of us, and know that we have only one duty to serve humanity in this our journey of passing through this world. Thank you.
Yeah, I was actually using that as a stopgap, okay, to share something. Talking about the perception, a very wrong perception of the Eastern Nigeria, especially by those who are pushing the agenda of 8, all for APC. Give me a second. So there is something I need to put up for some reason. I think it's this one. It's a free advert though, but it is to help debunk some of the lies, which actually works in the interest of those pushing it. Okay. If you are, from what I have here, right? If you are interested in buying land in Anambra, okay, here is Abdurrahim Muhammad. He's a Yoruba real estate man with his business called the Smart City, Aguleri, Anambra. He said that with 10.5 million naira, you can get a land of 50 by 100. All right. This is a Yoruba man that runs a real estate business in the eastern part of Nigeria. All the information you need is there. So if anybody tells you they don't sell land in Anambra, this is the one they have in Anambra. They probably have other lands in other places in eastern Nigeria for those who are interested. Who get money? If you get money, you won't buy house. You won't buy land. Don't listen to the likes of Ruben Apati, a madman like that. Okay? If you get money and you want to be a landowner or a property owner in eastern Nigeria, this one's not a discriminator. You get? So you can call them to buy yourself a property in eastern Nigeria. So you need to get out of that bubble of tribalism, the bubble of hatred that has become institutionalized by APC, in that contraption. Especially if you are a young person, it is for your own good. I don't know if that helps you or not. I'm talking about opportunity too. Here, the part sponsored by the Ya Rasulallah's digital, where you can be trained on how to possibly earn legitimately outside your current earning. If you are looking for a business opportunity where you can become your own boss, your own business owner, so you can scan this QR code on your screen where you can even read more and ask questions. If you are looking for an opportunity to possibly break the financial limitations, so to say, earn a 6-figure, they say, you can do this on a part-time or you can do it on a full-time. If you are looking to, something legit, so to say, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not an MMM, but it will actually cost you $149 to sign up. Now, this is where, when you sign up, you are going to meet, the people in this field who are actually going to train you. You will be called. They will send you all the materials you need to join this business, so to say. But for some reason, if you feel like, this is not for me, you can always cancel it and get your money back. So if you are willing to put up at the work, where this may be an opportunity you have been also looking for, right? Check it out. And then, thank me later. So I am thinking we should take calls, even though our time is a little bit fast spent now. So I don't know if I should ask us that, would you want us to take calls or we should just go to bed? There will be those that will be like, no, let's go to bed. But I think we should take calls, even if it's going to be just one or two. There are so many of you who have a lot on your chest that you want to let out. I can give you that chance tonight. But remember, if you have to go, try like the broadcast, okay? Like, don't take my like away. Don't go to bed without dropping that like. If you already like the broadcast, don't do it again. One is enough. So when I come back, we shall take calls. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me again. It's been a long day. I will be back in a minute or two. So I think I have my first caller this evening. Hello there.
Maiyegun Baba.
Hey, Ahmed.
Hey. Sanu
Yeah. Sorry, say that again. Yeah, Ike.
Lafia kala.
Alhamdulillah, I would say.
Yeah, Sanu. Yeah, family.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah as well.
Yeah, Sanu. Alhamdulillah, muna nan lafiya aiki lafiya kalau.
Lafiya kalau.
Yawa. Sanu.
Bless you. Ahmed, it's been a while. How you doing?
Wahala. Baba, I do. Wow.
Nice one. Thanks for joining me, though.
Yes, Maiyegun, you see, there is something that you said earlier about the security, soldiers, how much they pay them and stuff like that.
Yep.
I think it is high time people understand that the reason why soldiers are not being paid good in Nigeria is because people understand that the same people that are, what's it called? The same people that are in governance in that country are the same people behind the insecurity. So tell me,
it's all intentional.
if you motivate your soldiers with money, because that's the only thing you motivate your soldiers with. I am defending my country. Even here in the United States, they motivate you, like they entice you to come and join the army, because there are certain jobs that if you join, it comes with bonuses. When you enlist, it comes with bonus up to like 50, 60,000, depending on how many years you enlist for. You understand? So that money alone will make you want to go and join the army. And when you join the army, the benefits that are in the army alone will want you to say, okay, well, make I re-enlist, make I use this benefit, or make I go join the army.
Is that when you talk about going on tour? How many tours? You say I've been to 3 tours, 4 tours.
I've been to 3, I've been to 4. You know, things like that. Right, because the military will take you. They will take you around the world. They will take you places that you are normally you are supposed to pay for. They will take you places for free to go and work. You use that opportunity to explore and see other countries and see what they do in other countries. So tell me, why won't you put your heart and soul to work for such military? Why won't you put your heart and soul? Because something is motivating you to do it. Then you will do it with with the whole of your heart. You understand? And again, you know, if you are in a zone whereby it's a war-torn zone and war is going on and stuff like that, you know that there is a life insurance on you up to like, as I did, so I get about like $500,000 life insurance for my head. If I ever go anywhere, we be see that place we be seeing a danger zone. You understand?
Yep.
I get that one. So those things alone will motivate you, and you will do your work without any corrupt mindset or anything.
You know?
But in Nigeria, you are paying a soldier 55,000, 50,000. 5 years, 6 years, 8 years ago, and up to now, you are
insurance for you as well.
There is no life insurance. Maiyegun, I'm telling you, I have about 2 soldiers right now that I'm footing their bills because they have issues with. One has this issue with his leg. And yes, knee be below his knee, knee be knee, and you knee. Onjera, that place was like rotten. It's rotten.
Jesus,
I'm telling you, that place is going like crazy. So he went to the hospital and they told him that military hospital. They said they would have to cut his leg. They will have to amputate him. Money, if you agree for them, they will finish you and leave you. Go to 44 Army Reference Hospital and see how many soldiers, wounded soldiers, amputated their hands, their legs, and nothing. They won't give them nothing. And you have people who just sit down, manipulate things, make all sorts of false kind of falsified documents, more money for contract and everything. They chop that one, and they are still collecting millions of naira in salary. And you tell me continue to pray for Nigeria. Nigeria. Which Nigeria want better? Where that Nigeria want better? Where that country want better? That country no feel better.
They want you to be patriotic. And you are dealing with people who actually like so heartless, unpatriotic animals. They want you to be patriotic.
Maiyegun, anybody that tells you that he is patriotic in Nigeria, look at him very well. Himself, na criminal. I told some people, I say, look, if you see me ever come to that country, say, me say, I can't enter politics, and I don't make money, I can't enter politics. Just they look, as they see me, they talk that thing, just they look, so you don't see another criminal, another certified criminal that don't land.
Coming to take advantage of you. I said the same thing to them.
I'm telling you, if you see me land, just know, say, na money I won't come steal, because nothing will go make me come say, I can't put my money, I won't vote, I won't make una vote me, I go put my money, I go come win, come they look una, and I lie, I go return my money, because when you get into the system, you will know that you cannot help that country. You cannot help the country, because every goddamn person in that country, everybody in that country is looking for a chance,
their own turn,
making pounds on the other person, making move, making chop with him one chop. I don't know, the last time, did you see a video of this Army General?
Weighing
good in that person inside.
This couple.
Yes,
I saw that.
So someone was telling me, because the thing happened around 11th of this month. So what really happened when the scenario, when everything took place, they took those people to it happened in Abuja. So they took those people to the barracks close around there. I think Lungi or whatever, but I've forgotten the barracks. When they took them there, they like wasted their time for like 8 hours before the general came back, and they said let them take them to police station and go and finish the case there. The general didn't go to the police station. They just send them with some soldiers and go over there, submit them over there, and the police like took their statement. Nothing will go happen, you understand? Just maybe say, okay, they like say they do something. They go police station, finish everything, and those people say now waiting now. They say nothing will go do. The only thing I feel advice now, we will not do anything. Now police versus soldier, we will not do anything. Make una go find lawyer or human rights this to make una report, make anything they want to make they do. As they can't go. Do human rights, do their human rights, whatever. They can't send invitation to these generals.
Yep.
Say, see what they happen to their barracks, see waiting. You know, these people didn't respond. They were like, to hell with you. You know the way the ego in them now, the way they
above the Lord.
So, so they just ignore. They just ignore. That was when they released that video. It was not immediately that they did. That was after they did all those.
Something that happened there 4 days ago. It happened
it happened around 11th, and then they released the video a day before. Yeah. So they just follow the process not to do that. But when they see that they now release. If you watch, immediately they release that video. Their chief of army staff without the army staff. He say they have launched investigation that they will launch that, because most of those generals that you see, Eyito and Ben now all of them now almost meet all of them be. So nothing where they could do them now, they are friends. You understand? So I was telling her, I said, look, in an advanced country, in a sane country, anybody that behaves like this, him by himself, nobody until they tell him. Him by himself, he go just leave any situation, he go just leave him because you don't fuck up.
Yep.
For here, no matter who you be, general, you need that for misbehave for road, make you see as police go pull you over. Make say you no go stop. Say you no go stop. Yeah, I know. I know how many tickets where I don't get, 1 or 2 tickets where I don't get. And I did drive safe, but I know say I get 1 or 2 tickets. I know be say speeding or anything. Now parking tickets based on waiting happen.
You didn't tell them that how dare you? I'm a soldier. I will beat you.
Like Ilutolo fini. You cannot do anyhow. But you see in that Nigeria, now you say that person can't overtake you. For Nigeria, you cancel yourself. If they tie you back, councillor go use waiting they call it, go use siren. For here, you know, go see those kind of nonsense. The best way they use siren, probably president in motorcade, and in motorcade even at the 2 bike we go, 3 bike we go. The highest people where they use siren for here now police, ambulance, the firefighter.
Police will only even turn on this
siren. If you hear 111, you go give them roads. When you hear 111, you go give them road, make the compass, because you know they are on an emergency outing. So you have to give them that road. But for Nigeria, make one idiot, one olori buruku, you go just turn siren so
somebody said they are always in a hurry. Sure, you get. But when it comes to implementing government policies, right, they are not in a hurry. You see them always in a hurry. You'll be asking, where are they going? I think to say they are actually
going nowhere.
Job.
No, they are not going anywhere.
No.
Just to flex muscle. But may they no worry. Maiyegun, you see someone said something. You see the people that are reacting now about the situation of Nigeria. People that have suffered what's going on about Nigeria. Now people will be say somehow, no be say Nigeria to hit them, no be say Nigeria to take away everything. Even though Nigeria took away a lot of things from us, but at least we still find our way and, get out and go do something better with our lives. You understand? But you see the ones that are coming up now that are in that country, if that country lasts another 10 years, I promise you, the fight where people they fight now, the fight where those ones go fight, it go worse, because that time it will be Nigeria never did anything, completely nothing. They just burn you, they burn you. Nothing where that country do you. We, you know, they say the country do us anything, you don't do us anything, but their own go worst.
We shall see.
No Allah.
Thank you very much. You have a good
no
day.
Allah,
Okay.
Maiyegun.
Nice one.
Oh, yeah, no, Maiyegun.
So here, I think this is Prince Jejeman representing
IPOB for life.
That is him. The Prince. How are you?
Yes, Baba. I want to come on my
did we not have a chat this afternoon? No? Was it yesterday?
And it was yesterday.
Okay, that seems like I spoke to you again this morning, but I didn't. Anyway, thanks for joining us. The Prince, please.
You're welcome, Baba. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm back. Thank you for the opportunity today again to air my own opinion. Okay.
You are welcome.
I'm back in respect of this Prime Minister in Finland again. Okay. Yeah, I want to encourage.
You're about to kickstart another storm.
Baba,
Baba, go on.
Yes, Baba. So I just yesterday I saw someone that put you on the, or is it in the dock or what? He was asking you a lot of questions. It's like he brought a long list of questions.
Yes.
What it was asking questions and interrogating you at the same time. What that? Yeah, I think it's from say a court from America. And what I want to encourage him, because I saw a post today on is it on the Facebook? Someone was saying I stand with Simon Ekpa. I said that is a good one. But what my advice to all of them, that are supporting that his hands are clean. I want to tell them one thing, that they cannot, white people cannot arrest somebody without having evidence. Okay, and they said that it started all the way back from 2021. So it's not today they've been trailing all the whole activities. What I want to encourage them, they should go to Finland and support him. Let them not just say they are standing with him on the Facebook. They should go physically, because he need them there. He need them at this moment. I need them to be around him, because what I noticed is that all the lawyers that came, once they hear is terrorism, all of them are running away. When they open the case file and they saw what is inside there, evidence is too much. All of them are running away. So they need all of them, all the supporters. I want to encourage them. They should just buy a ticket to Finland and go and stand with him. That is how to stand with somebody. No, you can't just stand from afar. Okay? So this is he needs you, all of you.
The advice you want to put out there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that our brother from America,
right?
He said that he's standing with him is a soldier, old soldier that never quench. So he should go there, understand, with 2 legs. Thank you very much, Maiyegun General.
You're welcome. Thank you very much as well for calling in. Okay. There are some of them who responded to your statement last night. I was reading some of them, some of those comments later. Earlier today, and let's see. Let's take the next one. You have a good one there, Baba. Okay. So that's Prince Jejeman, ladies and gentlemen. Is of the IPOB and is a very strong member of the IPOB. You have to remember. Okay. And all of you have your sentiments. I'm in the middle of it. Okay, I was reading one comment this evening, and then one idiot came on and said, you, Maiyegun, you are a Yoruba with 2 mouths. There is no name they haven't called me. And it's so easy to identify some of you, okay? And I'm also going to, like one of my callers today, okay, who said, Maiyegun, you shouldn't kind of like highlight or promote some of those who are coming to abuse you and all of that stuff, all right? Because there are others who respected my view, even if they don't agree with it, which is okay. And that's why I'm just going to, I've been reading some of the comments and I've been doing the needful, all right? Getting rid of them and getting rid of them because this is not a competition. One of them even said, oh, you never mentioned his name when it was free. And I was like, because I practically just try my best to not give him any of the attention. It's an attention war to me. That's how I see him. All right. But since majority of you are currently living in denial, some of you are currently living in anger, others are pretty much like, bargaining, depressed and all of that. So it is the moment of grief. So, and I welcome some of your abuses because apart from the fact that I spoke to some rational ones today, and then I think I did speak to some rational ones as well yesterday, those who believe that, this may not really look like what it is. And I kind of respected that to some extent and all that. So I don't want to paint everybody with one brush, all right? But when I see some of you idiots, okay, those some of you are like worshiping your fellow man, that it cannot be wrong and the rest, right? So when I read you, I just try my best to get rid of you, okay? So I can be in the middle because I believe that the only people who decide to attack me are some of you, the low lives, all right? So low lives, I mean, when I say low lives, I mean those who can't really have conversation, okay? Those who can't really have any conversation without abuses and the rest of that. So I call you low lives. So there's no point in engaging you. So I just get rid of you. Well, here is another caller. Hello.
My brother, Maiyegun, how are you?
I am very well, oh. Victor, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Grand.
Yeah, it's
sorry
Victor
for
from Germany.
By the way, so I've been a punching bag for so many people since yesterday.
I know.
So it was like, don't talk about our prime minister like that. It's like, hey, you shot this guy. But anyway,
yeah,
Victor, you're short.
Well, that's human nature. They don't seem to understand your stand. They want you to be biased. They just don't understand that you only stand for the truth and nothing but the truth.
And that is something they don't. You agree? I mean, you are right. Okay, to them, it is talking about what I don't agree with is an attack on him, and therefore, right, it shouldn't be tolerated. I was like, he's a human being. You shut up. If I do anything wrong, go for me too.
That's it.
Sorry, man. Go on.
I don't want to dive into the issue of Samuel Ekpa because he was a complete. His representation is completely opposite what Nnamdi Kanu stands for. So it cannot be. I mean, it cannot be compared because his agenda is completely different. I don't expect everybody to be.
It's not IPOB. It doesn't have anything to do with them. So, but when people kind of want to make it a conflict of interest, it's so funny. All right. When you point that out, people are like, no, don't talk like that. He's a disciple of Kanu. No, he's not.
I don't see him to be one. He's different. But anyway, that's not my aim of calling my brother. I feel so sorry. It's so unfortunate. The issue of Ifeanyi Ubah was buried a couple. Was it yesterday or?
I think it's today. He hasn't. I don't think he's been buried yet.
Okay.
But they had this wake-up yesterday, and everybody is there today as well, including Obi and others. Oh, go on.
Yeah. When he was with us here in Frankfurt, was it last year? Right. He came to the event that we organized here. I took pictures with him and we were all celebrating there. And, it just reminds me of the sad reality of life. Some of these politicians that want to, own the whole world, that feel, it's their right to deprive others of what is supposed to belong to them and then have everything to themselves. One day we'll all die and leave all these things behind.
To live forever. Nobody lives forever.
So, if I bow with all his words, look at the way he's living now. He's not taking anything along with him. No. People should think twice when they're treating their fellow human being, in an ill form, because at the end of the day, we'll give account to God eventually. The second thing that I want to talk about is this issue of this general that got dismissed from the military. I don't know if you see. I sent it to you actually. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I haven't.
Well, a major general, got dismissed for professional misconduct.
Oh.
Is
it the guy who beat up a civilian?
I don't really know his offense. They just say professional misconduct, So
right.
The one that beat up a civilian, maybe are you talking about the one Shore posted?
Yeah, the one that went viral a few days ago.
No, not that one. Not that one. This, I think his name is General OTT or whatever. I don't know. I've forgotten his name.
Did they actually list what it did? Somehow, did they list what it did?
No, they just it was the junior ranking officer was like disgracing him and removing his rank publicly, almost publicly. I think he was court-martialed, and they were removing his rank. They gave him about 4 or 5 counts of the misconduct. And the final one was dismissal without benefit and all those bullshit. Can you imagine somebody that has attained that position in the in the military? Years of hard work just to be thrown out of the service just like that. So when these people are in service, when they embezzle money that are a mark for military gadgets or buying ammunition in order for the military to for the soldiers to fight, they keep it to themselves and without thinking about
I'm with you. Go on, Victor. I'm just trying to imagine what it was like.
Okay,
right?
Without thinking about the ripple effects that is going to have on the the foot soldiers, those that are meant to go to the battlefront to go and confront these wicked terrorists that are terrorizing every one of us back home. They keep. It's like they don't have conscience. You understand me?
There's something about your soldiers. In Nigeria. They said if you want to test a man,
oh God,
give him power.
Right. Exactly.
Then you
power
get
and
to
the money.
know if he's a real man or just a coward hiding behind power.
Exactly.
And there are so many coward men, even women, that they are not
what struck me?
Power.
Exactly. So the kind of disgrace that this man brought upon himself and his family. Now he's going to live in penury. He will now understand what poverty means. They seized about some hundreds of thousands of dollars that this about $6,000 they saw with him, and then some hundreds and
I'm going to go.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you.
Did you?
Yeah, check your WhatsApp.
I am going
WhatsApp
to
messages.
Check it. Really?
Yeah. So they saw some millions of dollars in his millions of naira in his accounts, and then they seized it, and they still still doing more to him. So it's just unfortunate. I didn't really get the message. What his free offense, apart from them saying professional misconduct, they didn't say the exact offense that he committed.
I'm going to retrieve that from our mail, from your message. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that with us this evening, Victor.
Yes, brother. You have a good one. Thanks for the good job you're doing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay. You stay safe, man. All right. That's a very good one. I didn't see the message, and that's quite strange, if I must admit. Okay, because stuff like this barely escapes my my gaze. Because I've got all these interesting platforms, which because I consider myself as one of the biggest trolls online. When I say trolls, I mean you barely see me, but I am almost everywhere. I don't like, I don't share, I don't comment. I'm almost like everywhere, be it Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, even Rumble, and all these places. Just wherever something interesting pops up, beyond Nigeria, even if we have to kind of take it to Ghana, other part of Africa, I barely miss some of those things. And I'm talking about thousands of happenings from around the world. every day. When I say thousands, it means like hordes of happenings all over the place. I don't know. I'm feeling a slight sort of I wouldn't call it a headache, or probably I am a bit tired. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to possibly call it a night. Yeah, tomorrow is another day, and we go again. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. We've had an interesting day that we agreed on some of the stuff that we shared, or we don't agree on some of them. The thing is that we probably have learned one or two things from what has been shared on this platform today. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun Diary politico. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì.
ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.